Hello, my name's Carmel. I live in Southville, and every year I take part in the Bedminster Secret Gardens Trail. This year we're doing it a bit differently. We're doing it by the magic of the internet, and we're filming our garden so that you can do a virtual visit as you would normally do in person. So I'm going to show you around my garden. Nice spot in my garden is this little area just outside the back door. Most of the items here I have repurposed or scavenged from somewhere or other. The chair was free on Facebook. I bought the table in a charity shop. The metal hangers on the wall, I think a couple of those I found, and some of them have been given to me as presents. The mirror I found outside someone's house sitting on the pavement, so I brought that home and resprayed it. And I bought the blue tiles, I think at a car boot sale. So everything here is reclaimed in some way or another, and it's a lovely spot to sit and have a cup of tea in the morning and kind of get my thoughts together before I start the day. So again, a bit more rusty metal, and this is my black elder tree. I think it's called Sambuca niger. Again, it was given to me as a little slip, a little cutting, and it's a thug again, so I have to cut it back really hard every autumn so that it then kind of produces new shoots in the spring. What's particularly nice about this elder is it has pink flowers. They smell lovely, and I harvest them and I use them to make pink elderflower flavoured gin, which is, yes, always very welcome. So hidden away in this little corner is our tiny wildlife pond. We put this in about 5 years ago, I suppose. We've always had frogs in the garden, and we thought we'd better provide a home for them to live in. So we get frog spawn every year. There's about 5 or 6 frogs living in there at the moment, and lots of insects and wildlife as well. It's absolutely thriving. And this iris I planted a couple of years ago, and it's in completely the wrong place. Irises like full sun. This is actually very shady, but it has come up trumps this year and produced absolute beautiful blooms. So I'm very pleased with that. This is my shade garden. This other side of the garden doesn't get a lot of sun, but lots of things flourish in here, particularly the dark leaf plants like the heuchera, and I've also got a thalictrum or meadow rue in the corner there, and a purple flowering salvia, and they all seem to be very happy in that shady spot. Here's another rescue plant. This was 99p on the what I call the sad table at Riverside Garden Centre. So I brought it home, potted it up, and it's flourishing. It's Angelica, again, absolutely beautiful in terms of attracting wildlife, really successful, and it does smell lovely as well. They use Angelica or Angelica root in making gin, so that's probably why I like it. A bit of reclamation. I love to recycle stuff that I find, stuff that I find at car boot sales. I'm always bringing things home that I found on the side of the road or put outside people's houses to be taken away, and then repurposing them. So these bread and flour tins have been turned into planters. So welcome to my she shed. This is my little sanctuary in the garden. We decided a couple of years ago that we didn't really need a big shed. Well, I decided that. And we turned this into a little space where I can sit, listen to the radio, read, drink a gin and tonic, and listen to the archers and just generally relax. It's a nice space for when if it is a little bit windy, you can sit in there and feel quite sheltered. It's a nice way to kind of close myself off from everything and everybody, just escape for a while. So in contrast to the planting in the garden, which is very cottage style, my main patio is very much a Mediterranean influenced space, Moorish, as you can see, the bright colours, the blue wall, the tiles. I just love sort of Islamic gardens, and really enjoyed Monty Don's recent series on Paradise Gardens. I just find that blue wall really lifts my spirits in the winter. When it's very grey outside, I just look out the kitchen window, look at that blue, and imagine that I'm in Greece. Roses are my favourite flower, and I've got a few of them in the garden. Some of them I'm growing in pots, and they seem to be quite successful. I love the colour of this one. Purple is my favourite colour. My nan used to grow this in her garden when I was a kid, and I always loved it. So when I saw it for sale, I had to snap it up. It's called Rhapsody in Blue, and flowers religiously every year. It's really reliable flower, and very pretty, very delicate, and a lovely scent to it as well. This one I rescued from B&Q. It was in the bargain basement section, looking pretty much dead. I decided to bring it home and again put it in a pot and give it a lot of TLC. And as you can see, it's absolutely stunning. And again, really lovely perfume. So it's always very nice to sit here on the patio and enjoy that. So I really hope you've enjoyed visiting my garden and being shown around, and pleasure to have you, and hope that next year I can actually welcome you in person and we can do the Secret Gardens Trail again for real. Thanks very much for visiting. See you soon. Bye.